Welcome to World Book Center. Today we are going to explore one of the most popular and thought-provoking books of our time. The title of this book is Sapiens, written by Yuval Noah Harari. This book takes us on a long journey from the beginning of human existence to the modern era. It helps us understand how humans became the most powerful species on Earth. So sit back, relax, and make sure you watch till the end. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel, World Book Center, for more amazing book summaries. Let us begin. Sapiens is not just a history book. It is a story of how we humans evolved, transformed the planet, and built societies, beliefs, and technologies that completely changed life on Earth. Harari divides this journey into 4 major revolutions that shaped humanity. The first one is the cognitive revolution, which started around 70,000 years ago. Before this time, humans were just another animal species. There were several different human species, like Neanderthals, Homo erectus, and others. But our species, Homo sapiens, developed a special ability, which changed everything. That ability was imagination. Humans started creating complex languages, stories, and shared beliefs. They could cooperate in large groups, not only with family, but with strangers too. Because of imagination, they could talk about things that do not physically exist, like gods, nations, laws, or myths. This helped large numbers of people work together toward common goals, and that became the real power of Homo sapiens. For example, if thousands of strangers believe in the same God or follow the same law, then they can unite, form kingdoms, and build huge civilizations. Other animals cannot do this. This new kind of communication gave humans creative ideas, hunting strategies, and social structures. Slowly, they spread across the world, and other human species disappeared. No one killed them directly, but sapiens simply became smarter, more organized, and eventually replaced them. The second great shift is the agricultural revolution, about 10,000 years ago. Humans, who were once hunters and gatherers, started growing crops and domesticating animals. At first, this seemed like progress because people had more food and they could settle in one place. Villages grew into towns, and towns into cities. But Harari gives a surprising idea. He says it was not humans who domesticated wheat, but wheat who domesticated humans. Earlier humans enjoyed a free lifestyle, moving in nature, eating different foods, and working only a few hours. But farming made life harder. Now, people had to work long days, bending over fields, suffering from diseases, and living in crowded settlements. Food increased, but nutrition decreased. Population grew, but individual life became more difficult. We became slaves of agriculture. However, agriculture also created something big. Surplus food meant some people did not need to farm. They could become kings, priests, soldiers, or artists. Hierarchies formed. Society became divided into rich and poor, powerful and weak. Writing was invented to record taxes and property. The first kingdoms and empires were born. Humans began to shape the world, not just for survival, but for control. Then comes the unification of humankind. Large civilizations grew bigger and bigger. There were 3 main forces that united humanity. The first was money. Money is a shared belief. A piece of paper or a coin is valuable only because everyone agrees it is valuable. Different cultures with different languages can still trade because they trust money. This created global economic networks. The second unifying force was empire. Kings and rulers conquered territories, bringing different groups under one political system. Empires spread ideas, cultures, technologies, and sometimes peace, but also caused war and suffering. The third unifying force was religion. Harari explains that earlier people believed in many local gods, but later, universal religions like Christianity, Islam, and Buddhism spread teachings that applied to all humans everywhere. Religion gave moral rules and purpose to life. It helped millions of strangers feel connected. These forces turned the world into a single human community, slowly moving toward unity, even though the path was full of conflict. Next came the scientific revolution about 500 years ago. Humans started asking questions and seeking answers through observation, experimentation, and logic, instead of relying only on old traditions. Curiosity became power. Science led to new discoveries, technology, and industry. Humans began to control nature in ways never imagined. Coal, steel, electricity, computers, and machines transformed life completely. Science also worked closely with capitalism. When people believed in progress, investors, business owners, and scientists worked together to create new inventions. Governments supported research to increase power, wealth, and military strength. This partnership changed our planet forever. In just a few centuries, human population exploded. Cities grew huge, and the environment began to suffer. Harari tells us that humans are now gods, in a way. We can change the climate, build artificial intelligence, modify genes, and even try to create new forms of life. But the big question remains, even after all this power, are we happier than our ancestors? Thousands of years ago, hunter-gatherers were free, breathed clean air, lived close to nature, and had strong social bonds. Today, we have comfort and technology, but we face stress, loneliness, and endless desires. Modern humans chase money, success, and status, but inner peace is still missing. Sapiens also question future possibilities. What will become of humans? If we use technology to upgrade our bodies and brains, will we remain sapiens? Or will we become a completely new species? Harari warns that humans may lose their natural essence if science goes too far. The biggest danger is that progress may benefit only a few while leaving others behind. A world where some people become superhumans while others remain powerless could be the most divided world ever. In the end, Sapiens reminds us of one important truth. Everything in human society, whether it is religion, nations, corporations, or even human rights, is based on stories. We created these stories, and we agreed to believe in them. If we change our stories, we can change our future. The book encourages us to think about who we are, what we are doing to the planet, and what kind of future we want to create. So, friends, this was the powerful and eye-opening story of Sapiens. From helpless apes to rulers of the world, humans have come a very long way. But with great power comes great responsibility. Our actions today will decide what humanity becomes tomorrow. If you learned something new from this summary, then like this video and share it with your friends. And if you want more detailed summaries of famous books, then make sure you subscribe to our channel, World Book Center. Your support motivates us to bring more amazing content for you. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video on World Book Center.